Like, it was just this perfect little period of awful rap music. Um, you might call it the age of Drake.
Hello, America. Greetings from the steam tunnels. How we doing up there? In America, where billionaires are sitting there, arm in arm, looking to the stars, unzipping, and just whipping it out in comparison. Just saying, mine is so big, it goes into space. That is how big it is right now. Right now, I could not have sex with any woman, possibly, because it is just that big. I would kill her. I would physically kill her. Right? And the English one,
or couldn't get it out.
Does that, or the English one is like, well, but mine's more aerodynamic, and the American one's saying, yeah, but look at this thing, man. Look at it. It's just a giant phallus just sitting there on the launch pad. Hey, the American one hasn't gone up, but Welcome to the steam, gentlemen. As I say, welcome to the world. This is the world of the future, as I say, where people are taking rocket rides into space because they're fucking bored. That's where we're at. We're at a point in life where boredom has come down to, road trip into the stars. That's where we're at.
In space.
Do you think like Bezos is like, dude, get me I need the Cool Ranch Doritos, and I want the Slim Jims, and I want the cherry Mr. Pibb, not Dr. Pepper, Mr. Pibb. Get that to me, right? It's gotta happen. So that's, I don't know why it's captured my fancy this week, but of course, why hasn't it? I mean, half the movies I watched growing up as a kid predicted the future, and this is the future. It's just like, hey, instead of going down to your aunt's house in Virginia or wherever it was, or we're from the Northeast, so we go to the strip clubs in Montreal and be able to drink when we were 18.
Montreal strip clubs.
God
bless them.
God bless them. Always somewhat frightening,
Definitely
wonderful,
definitely
and a little frightening.
It is definitely new to a kid when you go to a place that is a little more aggressive than you. It is, you're on a whole new level.
And they know you too. They know who you are as soon as you walk in. You're a bunch of dumb American kids here to see nude women.
Everyone in Montreal knows who we are.
Yes. So it's like, good God, it's these assholes from Boston.
We're the drunk kids walking around, fucking just being assholes.
Absolutely.
Who else are we?
Absolutely. And American to boot, right? Jesus.
That's what I mean.
I worked in a strip joint for 4 years, and I can honestly say they don't care.
Fair enough.
As long as you're paying, they'll pretend you're the king of Siam. They'll pretend you're Yul fucking Brenner. Whatever. It's just the broke guys that they really have no sense of humor or no love for. But if you go in there and you look like you're ready to spend money, you're their best fucking friend. You know what I mean? Like, they'll make Pac-Man noises all night if you want them to.
Call back to me saying I had $20 in my bank account. So imagine.
Yeah, they don't know you.
Imagine where I fell.
But there was a better exchange rate back then.
In the momentary royalty setting.
For the longest time, $20 was two. If you got them at the top of the hour, $20 was 2 dances.
There you go.
Back then.
I think we went to a different club.
All right, fair enough. But we are here.
We went to like Scores. Scores was always like $50 a dance, $100 a dance. But if you just kept it simple, I mean, definitely if you went to like those truck stop strip joints that we have in the wonderful, wonderful state of Massachusetts, then yeah, $20, shit, 2 beers and 2 dances,
bullet holes
and a napkin.
Bullet wounds are just a little extra gravy. That's how that works at that point.
So as long as I didn't put them there, whatever.
They're all good, But
it actually reminds me of the heyday of Nashville, where in the late or in the 90s, I should say. There was such a myriad of strip clubs that you, in any given night, were able to, explore multiple fantasies of multiple, not only backgrounds, but stages in life, shall I say.
All right then. Yeah. Admittedly, this is a different rabbit hole than I expected us to go down today, but all right then.
I mean, we're in steam pipes, people.
There is that.
What do you expect? What do you think you're gonna get when you go down a steam pipe? It ain't fucking Mario.
That's true. That's we're here to tell you.
Or is Mario just a movie?
Yeah. Oh boy.
Totally fucked.
Oh boy. Yes, there were some mushrooms involved. There were some mushrooms involved in the making of that movie. But speaking of movies,
I hope so, for the sake of humanity.
Speaking of movies, I will once again bring us back around and shoehorn in a segue. I did go to see Black Widow with my kids, first time back in the movies for a year and a half. Yay! Thank you, vaccines. Yay! We're happy. We did still wear some masks. We're in a pretty well vaccinated state, but sitting inside for 2 hours with God knows who. But saw Black Widow, liked it a lot. Don't know if you guys have seen it. Don't want to give away too many spoilers, but
don't worry. I watched the pitch meeting.
Yeah, that was good. I think I sent that to you. So, oh, we're not talking about that. All right, we love it. For anyone listening, go to YouTube and watch Pitch Meeting. We love it. We'll support those guys. They seem to be doing just fine. Or that guy, he seems to be doing just fine. Canadian, I believe, as well, since it's always always a subculture around here. My wife being Canadian, so we love our Canucks here. Hope you're listening.
Light and bright.
Absolutely. But it did play well. I really liked it. I enjoyed it, and it did play well into a subject that we had been kicking around, which is with woke culture, and really, where do we want to go with that? Where do we want to go with inclusivity? Where does it work? Where does it not work? Which is, to woke or not to woke. It gets a little tricky sometimes because I think, and this is one of the things that brings us together. We have, one person of the Caucasian persuasion here, and we have some diversity on this show already. But we're here. Oh my goodness, yes.
Already hit the quota.
Already hit the quota. I'm good. I've doubled my quota. Doubled my quota. I'm like, motherfucker, you cannot call me racist. Check it out who I hang out with.
First year, hit the quota.
Hit the quota, baby. But at the same time, the thing that holds us together is this love of pop culture and entertainment and nerddom. And we're all sci-fi fans, we're all comic book fans, and it is this wonderful thing that holds us across. But I think we all also want good entertainment. We all also want an entertaining story. So I give the hats off to Black Widow, one of the female lead superhero movies we've seen as of late. That there's right off the top just a nice example of a well, for starters, it had a good script and it had some ideas. I know a lot of people, fanboys, are pissed off about what they did with Taskmaster, and I'm not as big a fan. I stopped reading comics in the late 90s, early 2000s. So part of it is I don't have the attachment to that character. But nevertheless, really, we bring to the table today down here in the Steam Pipes, what do we want? Like, how, where is it that representation works? Where is it that doesn't work? And in the end, we really want a good story. We want something that entertains us and goes from that. So we sort of batted that back and forth, and I'm going to go around the table here. We hadn't given you your regular intros, but Greg, the Star Child, how you doing today?
Oh, I'm all excited about this subject. I am absolutely ready to go. And now I want to know what you mean about Taskmaster.
Oh, well, you're going to have to go see the movie because, we can talk about it off camera here.
Yeah, no, now I got to see what they did with Taskmaster.
Yeah, no, it's, watch the pitch meeting I sent you. That'll sum that up very well. Okay. And, I guess that's a bit of a spoiler out there for anyone who's listening if they haven't seen it yet. But,
all right.
Try and get out to go see it. But Rashawn, how you feeling today? You warmed up over there? You looking like Brad Pitt and Snatch, cracking the neck?
Ooh, Thank you for the compliment.
Absolutely.
Actually, that just totally made me forget what I was gonna say. So yeah, guess I'm doing all right. Oh,
All
yeah.
right.
No, I remember what I was gonna say. Our intro felt like when shows do totally the quote unquote totally different straight intro where they go right into talking about whatever sort of travesty has happened that's connected to them. They go right into it and talk about it, until the first commercial break. That's what it reminded me of. It's like, oh no, we're serious now. We're cutting out the normal. We're just talking about solemnly the subject at hand and how they're connected. Not that we do it if it wasn't connected to us, but yeah, now it's one of our fuck ups. So we're gonna start and talk about how serious we are and the commitment we have.
We're serious.
Dignity.
That's what that remind me of, which is also ironic to the topic at hand.
Dignity. Always dignity.
Feigned dignity.
Oh, wow, without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Master.
Gotta
Thoughts and prayers.
Thoughts and prayers. Thoughts and prayers. Without a doubt. All right. So with that, after our
I'm sorry, I have to cut it, but
oh yeah,
why do we always have to fucking lean towards like the hokey grandmother whenever some shit happens? Like, what is that? Like, thoughts and prayers.
Oh yeah,
I'll bring you over a casserole. What? Why? Why that? Of all the images, why not? Why can't we be, the grandfather? I don't know. It just always feels like all our expressions during these weird shared tragedies goes towards this shared stereotypical hokey image of the Midwestern grandmother sitting on the porch, after a great harvest.
America.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like,
America, motherfucker.
Yeah, I mean, in America, you're always gonna fall back on hokey because that hokey harkens back to when America was America.
Yeah. And like
you're always going to be able to get away with just that, era of cheese.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they'll always love you for it.
It just cracks me up because like 1% of America is connected to it. It's like,
oh yeah,
same thing with like people getting all bumfucked about. Yeah, and I did say that, but about things like statues and things like that. It's like, all right, I get your heritage point, but that shit came up before your father was born. So you might want to slow down on what fucking tradition and heritage you're going to war for.
America.
Well, no, that's
or like, oh, we always do is like fly, do the national anthem before the games. Like, really, we always? Because funny enough, every research article I find says 2008 is when we fucking started the shit. So always and 2008 mean two different things to me. I'm just, I don't know.
I feel like it's true. I feel like it's the free association skit between Richard Pryor and Chevy Chase back in the day.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Right, but instead, I mean, and we know where that one went, and that's great, and it's a classic. Don't take me wrong.
Especially when you find out who Chevy Chase really is.
Well, until you exactly. But am I wrong that it kind of makes it funnier than when Richard Pryor looks at him and says, "Dead honky"? It makes me laugh a little bit more because we know it's real.
The entire skit perfect.
Yes, no, I mean maybe it just adds that, but I see it as kind of that free association, but the response is always America, America, America,
America,
America, America. That's it.
I'll show up so we can blow some shit up.
All right, fair enough. So exactly. All right, so starting with the blowing some shit up, I want to go to the Star Child. I want to see how he's doing today on our subject of woke versus woke, where we should land, where it ends up, and where he's thinking about what we should do and what makes good entertainment in the midst of all that. Take it away, Star Child.
The question's been coming up, a lot, especially in the last couple of years, because, a lot of people with certain movies and shows, it's so shoehorned in that it's like, all right, are corporations really trying to entertain us? Or are they just trolling the shit out of us right now? Like, are they just really kind of, making this, as painful as possible, and they don't need to? But let's be honest, we live in a conflict-driven